And then we just have to check outside. There's someone talking to us.
We just watch that. Watch that.
Oh, no, we just keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought that was shit.
Okay, so it seems like we're live. Hi guys, thanks for everybody for joining us. It's a pleasure to be here, and thanks to Paulsley and everybody that's organized the Kangathon. We really appreciate all the help. So if you guys got questions for us, feel free to ask them, and we'll respond as best we can in the Cheers. Anything you'd like to say, Tams?
Hi, thanks for having us. It's good to meet all of you, and we look forward to answering all your questions. And thanks to Paulsy for organising all of this. It's really cool. It's all going to a really good cause. So thank you. Hopefully we can see your questions soon.
All right.
And thanks for your patience. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. But we should have it all sorted.
So just to introduce ourselves a little better, I'm Delano. I'm the mammal and bird curator, and then Tams, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. So my name's Tamblyn. I work with the large carnivores. So it's mainly the cat family and a few other of the small carnivores like foxes and caracals, servals.
All right, so I see we've got our first question coming through from Wild Dog Gamer. I'm planning to be a zookeeper. How difficult is it and how smelly? The smelly bit, it can get really bad, but obviously through time you get used to the smells and it's not so bad. It just becomes part of your daily routine. When you go home in the afternoons, you smell just as bad as everything else a lot of the days. And
get a good washing machine, because you will wash your clothes every single day.
Yeah. And difficulty, it has its ups and downs. Sometimes it can be very, very difficult. A lot of people don't realize how difficult it can be. People think it's just easy, spending nice time with the animals every single day, but sometimes it can be really hard work, long hours, but no matter how hard it is, you still enjoy what you're doing because it's a passion. And for you?
Yeah, definitely. Behind the scenes, as like Delano said, lots of ups and downs. We get to know all of the animals we work with on such a close level, so they become like our family. So when they're not well or not happy, then it affects us too. So that's probably the harder part of the job, is just feeling responsible and trying to make sure that everybody's okay and well looked after and has the best quality of life.
Right. Hopefully that answers your question, Wild Dog Gamer. Then Face Happy, I see, has asked, what's our favorite animal in the park? It's difficult. We shouldn't really have favorites, but each animal is quite unique. Recently we got 3 sloths in, Lynn's 2-toed sloths, and they're pretty cool. They're really, really cool animals to work with and spend time around because they're very different to everything else, so they're really awesome. So they're one of my favorites, and then the vultures also are awesome. I love vultures. They're amazing birds. And you?
And me, I think I did underestimate the birds because they actually have such a personality when you get to know them. So that's an animal that sort of caught me by surprise. So I do spend most of my day with the cats, but when I get to work on the mammal section and the bird section, that's always really nice. The lemurs are really fascinating. Obviously the cats are pretty impressive as well. So I don't really have favorites. I think they all have such different things about them that every day is a highlight, no matter who you get to work with.
Yeah, each animal is unique as well. It's not like all the lemurs have the same personality or all the cats have the same personality. Each one is unique, and they're special. That's pretty cool as well. Hi, Paulsy. He's asked what's been the hardest part of lockdown for us and the animals.
All of it.
Yeah, the whole thing has been pretty tough. But yeah, just surviving through it. Obviously, sometimes it gets more difficult if people have to quarantine and stuff like that. When lockdown first happened last year, there was days where sometimes there was only 8 of us on the ranch, taking care of everything. So yeah, it's a big task to do all of that, but that was of the hardest stuff. Obviously as well, it's difficult not having the tourists, as we are a private facility, not receiving any government funding. We rely fully on the tourists for financing, keeping the animals fed, keeping the vet bills paid, and just even the normal bills, water and electricity, for example. And yeah, that's been the hardest part, just keeping everything running, getting the finances in to keep everything running. You definitely see the animals miss the people as well.
Yeah, they do get a lot of stimulation out of the visitors that are out and about and interacting with the animals, and you can see when we didn't have our visitors that element was missing. So it is nice to have some visitors around. Thankfully, we've got quite a few visitors, which is really nice to see. When there isn't people on the ranch, you can tell something is missing. It's just, it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. All right, and then I see we just missed a question. This is an awesome idea. Will the ranch be doing more of these live videos in the future? Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Yeah, we'll definitely nominate some other departments to be involved. But yeah, obviously the animals is one of the most interesting sides. Well, that's what I think. But I'm sure we have lots of other staff members that would love to jump on and chat to you guys and talk to you about what their day involves and a bit more behind the scenes information that we can share with you.
Then the Park Insider asked what's the biggest bird species we take care of. So the tallest bird species we have would be the marabou stork, Malcolm. He's quite a unique character, can be quite grumpy at times. And then the heaviest would be one of our vultures. The Cape vultures are pretty much the heaviest vulture species. So yeah, they are the heaviest bird species we look after. Yeah, let's see what else we've got here.
How difficult? Cornelia Young? How difficult is it to balance between animals' needs and guests' wishes? Well, yeah, it can be a little bit difficult, but we find when you explain to the guests why we do certain things and educate them on how things are done and the reasoning behind it, generally then we find it's all very smooth. The animals are always our top priority, so their welfare is always what comes first. So if there's a guest that wants to ask things or needs to know more information or they have questions, then we're always there to help them out and explain, and then generally we can cover everything.
Yeah, and then also just getting back to some of the question on more videos, if you look even on our Facebook page and also on the YouTube channel, there are some previous videos we did last year and up until I think beginning of this year as well that we posted. Sometimes guests, it can be a little bit difficult, but obviously we need to put the animals' welfare quite high up there, so we do try and keep the animal welfare in as a priority when it comes to that type of thing. Right. What else is there? Let's have a look at the question.
Question about the catering. Yes, we do have quite a few chefs for the animal side. They have an incredible job. It's quite a hard job as well. I think some people might think it's fairly easy, but all of the diets, we have to look into each specific animal and make sure we cover all of their dietary needs. So that's one of our responsibilities as well, is to make sure that we cover everything for the animals that are under our section, and then make sure it follows on through to the animal kitchen to make sure that everything is prepared properly and that the animals have the best diet possible. The diet directly affects the condition of the animals, so that is something that we really prioritize and make sure they have the best quality. And I'm pretty sure most of the mammals eat healthier and better than what I do. So it's pretty nice to get into the kitchen and see. I'm sure we can organise to have some behind the scenes footage or just even get some photos out to you guys. It's a very busy place, but it's very fascinating as well.
Yeah, so like James was saying, like each animal has its own diet sheet. There's a menu in the animal kitchen. So for my sections, the mammal and birds, there's a flip folder with each animal in it. They've got a winter and a summer diet. These diets are also updated regularly so that we can just stay up to date with it, and also with the animals' conditions. And yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people don't realize how technical it is when it comes to planning an animal's diet. Let's see what else we've got. Favorite memory of the ranch, at the ranch. Geez.
Oh, that's hard.
It's a hard one. There are a lot of special ones. It's hard to pick out one that's unique. What do you say? I think every time you work with the animals and you're doing training with the animals and you succeed in that, that is quite a special moment. When you get that reward of the connection with the animal. So when you get a behavior right, when you're training the animals with the husbandry training, when you get that behavior right and it's a success for the first time, that is quite a special